Hi everyone, peace be upon you all. My name is Yunus Imam and you're welcome to my show, Coffees of Faith. On this show, we discuss about revelation or scriptures of God with the aim to reconnect humanity to divine revelation and recognizing God as the only deity worthy of worship, and to also recognize the purpose of their creation. On our previous videos, we discussed about the need for revelation, the proof of revelation, and the primary message of revelation. During our discussion on the proof of revelation, we stated that for any book to be considered as a divine revelation, it must be subjected to a litmus test. And what are these litmus tests? In that particular video, we said that revelation must be consistent with the rational and intuitive conclusion on God. We also say that revelation must be internally and externally consistent. And we said that it must have a signpost to the transcend, meaning it must be objective. It must show that it's from God Almighty. On today's episode, we shall be discussing about the author of Revelations. Revelations are books that have been revealed by God, the Supreme Being, to some specific chosen servants of His. Servants like Abraham, Moses, Jesus, and Muhammad. Peace be upon all of them. So, concerning the author of Revelation, the question is, if we agree that there is revelation, then who is the author of Revelation? You will agree with me that if you have been following history and read about the history of messengers of God Almighty, there are always, people who antagonize their message. So, you're going to pardon me because I'm going to, focus on the Quran, which so much, friendly and deep in the study of the Quran, unlike other revelation, unlike other scriptures. And the reason is that the Quran is regarded as the seal of revelation, meaning it is the last revelation revealed by God Almighty. So that reason is why I'm going to focus on the Quran. So who is the author of the Quran? Who is the author of other revelation? Right from inceptions, when the Quran is being revealed, people have tried to cast doubt in the minds of those that believe that the Quran is a divine revelation from God Almighty. They have decided to cast doubt in the minds of people concerning the divinity of the Quran, and have tried to argue in vain that the Quran is being written by Muhammad, while others says no, the Quran is being or it was written by a highly intelligent individual who handed it over to Muhammad to present. Others say no, it is being written or inspired by Satan. Others say no, the Quran is a copied book from other book before it. And none of these assertions or claim succeeded to be truth because of the inherent facts embedded in the Quran as regard to future occurrences, scientific facts, and both rational facts. So our study of the Quran and other books of the world acquaints us with the distinguishing characteristics of this divine book. And this distinguishing characteristics is the absolute authenticity of its sources. So let's take each of these arguments in a very brief moment. Argument like the Quran was written by Muhammad. If truly you study the Quran very well, either as a Muslim or as a researcher, you come to agree that the Quran in some parts relegates Muhammad to the point of one who is a servant or subservient to a supreme being. To the fact that Muhammad agreed that he doesn't know about the future, and it is written in the Quran that Muhammad doesn't know about the future, that even if anything harmful will happen to Muhammad, he cannot protect himself from it. It has relegated the power or the strength of Muhammad. Ordinarily, if Muhammad wrote the book, he could have raised his status in terms of knowing the future, as how it is done, amongst humanity. But Muhammad didn't do that because it is not his message. So he's subjected to put it into writing or into written that he doesn't know about the future. Then there are some parts of the Quran that have accused the personality of Muhammad. And there are some certain things that Muhammad carried out ordinarily that he couldn't have done them because of human accusation or false accusation, the fear of being accused. But he did them because it is a divine commandment from a divine or a supreme being. So meaning Muhammad wrote the book. The other accusation that, well, yes, it's been written by a highly intelligent individual, is also false because nobody on earth, yesterday, today, or in the future, will write such a book containing such words of intelligence or words of wisdom, and instead of taking the credit, now submitted it to an unlettered person, or if you want to say an illiterate person who cannot read neither write. Illiterate here is not insultive, but a synonymous word to unlettered. This to show that Muhammad didn't wrote the book, and it is not a book written by somebody and handed over to Muhammad. So, if that person is so or highly intelligent, as to say, how would the person not want to, to take the glory of his own intelligence? Then the other accusation, that the Quran is being written by Satan or inspired by Satan. As a Muslim, we made to understand that in the Quran it is stated that you cannot start the recitation of the Quran unless and until you seek God's protection or refuge against Satan, the outcast, or the cursed one. So how would Satan label himself as a cursed creature or as a cursed somebody, whereas it is on his own word? While Satan will seek the protection of God against his own self. So it is self-indictment on the part of Satan. And in so many verses of the Quran, Satan is caused and, being labeled as one who inspired evil in the hearts of mankind and is outcast into hell. So that is not possible. If Satan is the author of the Quran, he would not love or like to put this in record. So that takes out Satan being the author of the Quran. The other accusation is the Quran is a copied book from a previous book. That again is false. Because if you study books before the Quran, you come to agree with me that there are facts recorded in the Quran that were not in any book before it. For instance, human embryology, the science of human embryology, the science of oceanology, the science of social sciences or administrative aspect of life, things that has to do with law or arts that are discussed in the Quran were not in previous books. The human embryology discussed in the Quran in regards to development of human being in the womb as a fetus was not discussed in any book before the Quran. And also the study of the barriers between two seas, that one is salty and bitter, the other is fresh and sweet to be taken. Each of these seas works together on the same terrain but never mix together. These are things that science of recent have discovered and have proved to be right. These are facts recorded in the Quran, and there was no any book before it that talks about this. This again takes out this argument that the Quran is a book copied from other scriptures. But however, the Quran maintains monotheism, which is the sole message of all messengers of God. Then the last set of people are those that agreed that the Quran is a book of revelation from God Almighty, which is true because of the facts presented before us, that Muhammad would not have said those things that he have said, or would not know those things if it is not an inspiration from or a revelation from God Almighty. This is the knowledge that I want to share in this video. If this video inspires you and you find it beneficial, please click the share button so that others can benefit from it. And if you have question regarding this particular topic or any question regarding Islam, please drop your question in the chat box or in the comment box, then I will reply to it. Or you can as well reach me through my mobile number on my Facebook page, or you can call me so that we can talk as regard Islam. Or if you want to discuss with other Muslims around the globe, please log on to onereason.org, where you have the opportunity to chat with other Muslims around the world. I still remain yours sincerely, Yunus Imam. Until I come your way next time with another inspiring, message as regard revelation. Thank you and remain blessed.